Eric, we are here at Love Drafts. Big night tonight. We got Miss May Eyes in town. Traitors is in town. Bloom from Australia is in town. And
In Hearts Lake
is in
Australia
town
as well.
So let's talk a little bit about each band. We just saw Bloom.
Yep.
And they're from Australia. They said this is their first tour in the USA. What did you think?
They would have fit perfect on the Warped Tour circuit.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely. 100%.
a lot of the melodic hardcore type vibe. Similar vibes at times to like the Ghost Inside I was getting.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like,
and you know, they had the good breakdowns. They had the slower portions, everything you would have wanted in that Warped Tour metalcore feel. They kind of laid it out. So that's in Bloom. We actually got to see it. And so now we're going to talk about the bands that we haven't seen yet. So I'm going to let you start with.
Next up is Traitors.
Go ahead.
So Traitors coming up to here from Florida. They have some longevity. They've been around for some time now with that fucking brutal beatdown.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to see what they bust out set list wise for a band that's been around for a while. They're going to do a couple throwbacks, focus more on the new material.
Yeah.
Which is always something as a musician you feel like you struggle with the set list, as you have X amount of songs. What ones do you get to play if you only have 6 or 7?
Now, earlier today, you and I were doing some research on Traitors, and we stumbled upon quite a song, quite a cover, right? So, 5 Minutes Alone, that I don't know if you've checked that out at home, but highly recommend Traitors. So, fingers crossed here, I'm sorry, on this side, that they are going to possibly lay that into the set list.
Oh, dude, that would be fucking... People would be going off. There's no other way to explain it. People would be losing their fucking minds.
Is there any other songs you feel like should definitely be inserted tonight?
Short Fuse would be cool.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Man. What else would be cool? It's super old, but Malignant.
Oh, yeah, because you're going way back.
That's what I'm saying. That's like...
If you notice in the crowd, there's a lot of guys who've probably been listening to Traitors for an easy 10, 15 plus years. I mean, you got a lot of guys who are, I don't want to say older, but, you know, a little more mature. And I think they would appreciate the throwback there. Absolutely. You want to hit the headliner?
So we got In Hearts.
Wait, time out. Before we go there, let's stop at Traitors. I have a surprise for you. Me and you are going to sit down right here on the deck with Tyler from Traitors after our set.
Fuck yeah.
So he's going to hit the merch booth. Then we're going to grab up. Me and you're going to sit down. So now you have about maybe an hour to think about what you want to ask Tyler. Anything off the top of your head?
Anything that he would have to change up on tour.
Yeah.
Stay conditioned.
Such as, give me an example. You're a musician. What would be an example?
If you have to exercise, if you got to switch your diet up.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, normal people don't even think about that because it's just your regular day, every part of life. These things are in my house. They're at my job.
What does he do that helps him stay conditioned and sound as monstrous as he does?
Yeah, because you're night after night, you're ripping it out, right? So if you don't take care of the throat, you don't take care of the body, you're not going to be... You know, I'll give you an example, though. So last year, I saw a couple of the 90s, 2000s metals bands make their returns, right? And one of the things I noticed was lead singers who were in their 50s, but in shape, they were still able to belt them out, just like it was still back in the 90s, right? But lead singers who will say have let themselves go,
you could tell.
They were worn out. They couldn't hit the notes. They couldn't hit the screams. And you're just like, man, this is a shell of what I remember.
Something even I noticed, it's like your body is your instrument. So, like, the better you're eating, drinking, taking care of yourself, the better you feel on stage. It definitely translates.
Take your vitamins and drink your water, kids, at home. Be sure to do that. So,
a couple leg lifts.
Cover our last band for us.
So we got Miss May Eye.
Yep.
15 years of Apologies for the Week. This is, as we saw with a couple people, that's like high school.
Oh,
we're
absolutely.
going back. That's Warped Tour. I remember they were around that circuit or so.
Oh, absolutely.
I first saw them at Warped Tour, and that's what that all means to me right now. Like, I feel like I'm going back to that, like, I'm just around finishing high school, you know what I mean? Young buck ready to take on the world again.
So I was a little older, but me and cameraman Johnny, we saw Miss May I think that was Warped Tour 12, I believe.
Yeah, that
And they put on a hell of a performance. And I
Tour,
still remember this long ago.
Warped Tour 12 was one of the years that did it for me. Like Motionless in White,
Yeah.
Chelsea Grin, The Ghost Inside, Miss May
Great
I.
band.
Like,
Great
that
band.
was
all in the
one
beginning of
these.
their careers. So you're full of energy. You're really putting out a quality show because you haven't been beat down by the road yet, per se.
No, not yet.
So that's when it's good.
That was around the time I started going to Warped Tour because I was doing more with Mayhem Fest circuit prior.
Yeah.
But that was my first year with Warped Tour, and I was like, holy shit, this is like, I like all these bands a lot more.
And you got to thank Nick from 717 Entertainment, right? This is his show tonight. He's the one that, is bringing back all these bands that we remember, and giving us the opportunity to see it.
He's always making sure and maintaining concerts in this area.
Right.
But even ones that we've performed on to ones that we've attended.
Right.
Nick is helping keeping the scene alive.
And, I've been working with Nick in a partnership for over a year now, and always professional, always bringing top-notch product. And even the shows that aren't sellouts and shows that are a little less attended, it's still a quality product that he's put out on the stage for you. It's still worth the money that you put in. So I think our next band is getting ready to go on stage. So I'll tell you what, we're going to sign off here. And here, wait a minute. We have a special appearance about to happen, I see. Now, are you okay with special appearances?
I'm okay with all appearances.
Okay.
All right, well, let's get our special appearance here. What are you doing?
I've been drinking.
Oh, we like drinking people, Mike. So we're going to bring you Mr. Mike Lashir here. Icon.
It's last year, motherfucker.
Last year, motherfucker. Icon pick crew member. This guy's been all over. So hold the banner.
Oh, here we go again.
Grab that, Eric.
Not again.
We got to go the right way.
Bust it out. Bust it out.
All right, tell the people about the beacon.
So the beacon's been all over the world. We open it up, the pick comes up heavy, fast, strong, and we all have fun.
So can you tell us 2 or 3 festivals people would notice that this was at?
All the Carolina Rebellions, Incarceration. It's been on Shiprocked, Blue Ridge.
Can I see the back of this?
Oh yeah.
Can you tell people what we got here?
All right, so screen printed on the beacon. You got All of I Prevail. They signed it at Incarceration 2022. Now every version of this gets screen printed with their signatures. We got Shane Told from Silverstein. You got some.
What do you think, Eric?
Boundaries is on there. Echo.
So, who are we looking forward to tonight? Traitors, Miss May I, which one?
Well, Traitors is gonna go hard, and I'm getting ready for that right now. And, and Heart's Wake is gonna be sick.
Who are you looking forward to?
Traitors, dude.
Traitors. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
So look, everybody's getting ready to go in. Can we get horns up from American Mosh Pits?
Fuck yeah.
We gotta go. The band's getting ready to start.
Let's fucking go.
This is the Eric and Vin show live. I love drafts.
Random acts of violence. Where you at? Keep picking them off! You better step the fuck back! Go back! The war is heroes! And false gods! And turns out! Thank you guys.
So, Eric, we have a huge guest stopping by right here. Literally tall,
Yeah, you're telling
and
me.
literally huge presence on stage.
Yeah.
We've got Tyler
How you doing?
from Traitors. How are you?
I'm wonderful, man. Thanks for having me.
So, first thing we want to say is that set you just did, absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, that
absolutely
was
phenomenal.
Thank you.
as fuck.
Thank you, guys, man. I'm honestly glad I took this on after because, like, the adrenaline's still kind of there after being on stage. So, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Well, I got to tell you, this is my third Traitor set. So my coverage for you started in August of 23 in Millersville. I saw you perform there. You opened for, I believe it was Born of Osiris.
Yeah.
Then we covered you at Michigan Metal Fest, where you actually blew the fucking place apart there with the t-shirt gun and everything, right? So to see you tonight here in our home kind of area,
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. So
Thank you.
one question I got to ask.
Yes.
You didn't play the Pantera cover.
Did not.
I got to know the story
Yes.
of 5 minutes long.
Yes. So, well, here I'll take the fuzz from you. Long ago, this idea was super controversial because we know what happens when a Pantera fan hears a cover.
Yeah.
They rip you to shreds. But I was only 23 and I said, let's take them head on. And I kind of did an okay job at covering it. And the guy said, we're not doing it.
Amazing job.
Thank you. But I'm more of a tribute guy. I wanted to sound more like Phil. But the guys did an 8-string cover of Pantera. Big mistake. Big mistake. But I still love all the music we've come out with. If I was to do a Pantera cover now, I feel like it'd be a lot more authentic. And I wouldn't get yelled at as much by Pantera fans.
So let me ask you a question on that. When an artist does a song, it's important to stick with the original song and all,
That's what I like to do, yeah.
but you put your own little spin on it.
Right.
I felt your cover of that song was very to the point, Pantera, with a very little spin. So I thought you did an amazing job.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right.
It had an attitude to it.
What's that?
It had the attitude to it.
Little attitude.
Oh, yeah. Attitude.
Love that.
Absolutely.
Thank
So, Eric, you got a question?
Where would you say the rowdiest fans would be?
Honestly, PA has some of the rowdiest fans. It's especially here in Reading. You guys just have a lot of people that are big metal fans out here. The Carolinas are really big. Honestly, most of the Northeast just crushes. In the Midwest, Detroit, Chicago. It really depends sometimes too. If you can hit a banger in Tennessee or Alabama. It's a lot of the East Coast has some of the rowdiest fans I've ever seen.
Now, you mentioned Carolina.
Yes.
Did Traitors ever play Carolina Rebellion in your early days?
No, we did not. I've actually never heard of Carolina
Really?
before. Yeah.
That was like your predecessor to all these metal festivals. They
Yeah.
actually did it at the racetrack down there.
That would have been pretty cool.
I was
would
just
like
wondering
that.
though, because you come from down there, 2013, right?
Yeah, we originated in 2013. We didn't really start getting on more of like the festival circuit till like 2016.
Is that when you guys start feeling like that curve start really happening?
I Matter, So What Festival. We started picking up more fests. And
I Matter was amazing.
yeah, I Matter was cool. That was an awesome one. We did it like 5 years ago now. Amazing fests. I mean, honestly, like some of the opportunities we've gotten now as a band too, and being able to play Incarceration around here. That was one of the coolest fests. I mean, especially like just all the Danny fests are awesome. Like, and they're so accommodating. But Incarceration is probably the greatest fest I've ever played in my life.
How about
Michigan Metal, man? These guys know how to show up. I honestly I've wanted to be an ambassador for those guys because I'm really rooting for them. They're really together on their stuff. Everything stays on time, for the most part. I mean, with all festivals, there's give and take, but I like the Michigan guys. I feel like they're like starting to hit a groove, and especially with like the deathcore and like the death metal market, it's like it's starting to lean more and more towards our genre of music because it draws, and I mean it's getting more and more popular. So I think Michigan's on its way to having some really big numbers in the next couple of years.
Do you feel this? Were you guys there in 2023 as well as 24?
Yeah, we did back-to-back years with them.
Did you feel you saw a huge increase in crowd presence?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when we played the first one, there was like, I think Psycho Stick was headlining, and it was a lot of like metalheads, but that kind of music is a gateway to the heavier stuff, and that's why we play a lot of these like metalcore shows and tours and stuff like that, because people are discovering our music all the time. So Michigan metal definitely had a big increase. Like the next time there's a lot of Traitors fans, and that was awesome.
So what I have for you is to stay monstrous on stage. Is there anything that you got to change your game up from home when you're on the road to stay conditioned?
Like performance-wise, vocally, honestly, I just raw dog it. I go straight into tour mode, and I maybe practice like a day or two before, but I like to keep my voice fresh. I like to really what takes my voice away is yelling at the fans in between sets, because I'm always doing like that wrestler gimmick and stuff. But realistically, I get on tour and I start right there.
Fuck yeah.
So.
So Eric and I were debating earlier. We need you to solve the debate. Traitors from the Panhandle or from the Strait?
Traitors is South Florida.
So you're from the Strait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We are south of Tampa, about another 2 hours is like where we originate from. That's deep down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get our American Mosh Pit hat autographed by Traitors?
Absolutely.
And look, I brought red and black. I don't know which color.
I'm gonna go.
I'll give you whatever you
I'm
want.
gonna go traditional.
Eric, you got any more questions for Tyler?
Not up, man.
Okay, this is awesome.
Beautiful. Thank you guys so much for having me on here, man.
Thank you for your time.
No, we really. Now, we end all of our interviews with, can we get horns up? This is Vin and Eric hanging out with Tyler for Traitors at the Big Love Draft Show in Mechanicsburg.
How you doing on this Friday night?
I'm good, man. It's fucking awesome.
How'd you feel about the Traitors set?
Oh, dude, like, it reminds me of stuff like the Chariot and bands like that, and how crazy, I guess. I love it all, man.
So,
For sure.
how far of a drive was it for you to be here tonight?
I live in Camp Hill,
So
it
that's
wasn't too far.
not too far at all, right?
But I'm willing to travel for a lot of bands. Yeah, for sure. I think the one band way back in the day, I saw Norma Jean.
Oh hell yeah!
I saw Norma Jean and the Cherry when they did their music video for Upside Metal. That was back when I was like 16, so we went all the way down to Memphis for that. That was awesome.
Was that the furthest you ever drove for a show?
Florida, I think that's the farthest.
Florida, and who was that for?
That was Run Road.
Run
That
Road.
was for the first show when they got back together and started doing that tour. I had to go see that.
Who are you most excited for tonight?
Definitely Miss May I, for sure. And I'm excited for every band, man.
Hell yeah.
What they can do. Never have seen half these bands. I'm newer to the scene here.
So a lot of new discoveries tonight, then.
A lot of new discoveries.
How many times have you seen Miss May I?
I've seen them about 5 times.
5 times?
About 5 times. I don't have too much money, but when I can, I go see them.
Any particular favorite?
Songs? Definitely. I love Apologies for the Week. That's my favorite. That's like my kid favorite. For sure. Day by Day. So it actually released a set list on Spotify now. So I hope they play. I don't know if they're gonna play everything on Sunday, but I hope they put in an extra one. Like, hey.
Now, do you have a favorite performance that you had from this?
My favorite performance was when they did Warped. They went up to Alaska for Warped, and I lived in Alaska for 9 years.
Oh fuck yeah!
So it wasn't the first Warped tour. I think it was the second Warped tour that came out. And it was awesome because it was outside, it was a beautiful summer day, and then all the, in Anchorage where from originally they don't have a lot of bands come up there, so everyone's super excited. There's some crazy shit.
So shout out something cool about living in Alaska.
What's cool? The scene there, man. The scene there's a lot of good bands. Local ones like Thera. one of my favorites. They're playing with the youth tonight, actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're playing with the youth tonight, so I'm jealous. But yeah, the scene up there, the people, especially the alternative pop scene up there, is real big.
Fuck yeah.
They do it real good.
All right. You want to throw some horns up for the camera with us?
Yeah, baby.
All right, Eric. We got the big man of the night
The
in
man
the
of-
interview pit right now.
The man
Our
himself.
buddy, Mr. Nick Myers,
guys. How are
owner
ya?
operator, 717 Entertainment.
Yeah.
You got another almost sellout on your hands. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
So, tell us a little bit about this show specifically that we're here for tonight.
So we got Miss May I, and they're doing their what's the album name?
Apologies for the week.
Yes, they're doing the whole tour, or their whole album, and then we got In Heart's Wake. We just saw Traitors.
Amazing set.
Killed it. I want to have them back like tomorrow.
Please.
And then Bloom opened up, so we got a 4-band bill. I've heard it's the best show on the tour, so we're pretty excited.
How did you feel about Bloom? I mean, they're from Australia. This is first USA tour. They made Love Drafts one of the stops.
I like Bloom. I'd like to bring them back if they come back to the States. I like them a lot, actually. They impressed me. I didn't know much about them, but I crushed it.
I said they would have fit perfect for Warped Tour.
Yeah, they'd be a good Warped Tour band.
100%.
Really good Warped Tour band.
And you are a Warped Tour veteran, so you would
I was there once.
know.
One
Once
time.
upon a blue moon.
Once
So
upon a
plug
blue moon.
away, sir. We got a calendar coming up. Give it to us.
Yeah, we do. We got New Year's Day on Sunday.
Okay.
This Sunday, along with Lilac. And then we got some Corpaclani is coming in next March, I believe. Check out 717entertainment.com for all your needs of music around the area. I'm actually working pretty hard on it. There's a lot of good shit on there. There's a lot of history and all the upcoming things. You can get your tickets. You can get all sorts of stuff on there. So 717entertainment.com.
And can you just tell us about one I'm particularly excited about, the Filth show?
Hell yeah, Filth is coming here in about 2 weeks. They'll be here with Broken Side and 2 other bands, as well as This Is a Threat, the local guys who I'm super stoked to see.
They put it on. Fuck.
Yeah, I've heard they're
You know 'em?
amazing.
We played with them for Summer Slaughter.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about them.
Heavy as fuck. They're gonna call up all the big boys.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. Good.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
excited. Looking
All right,
forward to
good. Mr. Nick, can we get our traditional horns up? This is Eric and Vin, hanging out with the owner and operator, 717 Entertainment, here at Love Drafts. Whatever.
How was the pit for Traitors?
I thought the pit for Traitors was absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Bumping.
They were swing pitting, they were pushing, everybody was having a good time.